Hey guys, Dennis over here at D3 Performance. I've got some great news and a few things to show you. That right there is the final product of the D3 Turbo Kit. I thought I'd get on here and give you guys a little tour around the whole thing because it turned out absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy with it, and it's going on the dyno soon. That's the most exciting part. So let me give you a little tour. My camera's not the greatest, but I'm gonna do my best with it. We got the back half. We have the turbo, which is obviously rear mounted. It's right here. We got the bracket, turbo going into a really tight 90 and going into the exhaust. This is my favorite part right there. Oh no, you can't see in there. Dang it. Hold on here. Let me turn my light on. Ah, there we go. That's the best part about that side of the muffler. Yeah, all right, so let me keep on going. We're gonna go to the other side, right over here. Now this may look just like a dummy pipe, but it actually has a function. So we're gonna bring it back over to this direction, and oh, look at right there. That's basically our wastegate pipe. So your wastegate pipe is actually gonna go out the other side of the car. Now we can integrate that in many different ways, but I kind of like the dual exhaust look, and especially with this TRD and those muffler tips, it looks fantastic. So we're going to keep on moving. Right here is your very awesome oilless turbo, which means there's no oil lines, no cooling lines. It's actually an air-cooled turbo, or the other revision that you guys may have seen on the internet was actually a water-cooled turbo. This one has no cooler lines, no oil lines, no nothing going to it. So it goes right there, basically where your muffler used to be. And if you could tell, this thing is tucked pretty tight up under there. So actually did the measuring and everything, and it sits basically, the bottom of the turbo would sit about there, and that's like the very bottom of it. So it's tucked up really tight. Your intake's going to be way up there. The only way you're going to flood this thing is if you drive it through flood water, which that's a bad idea, even with the normal car. So let's keep on moving. We're going to keep going. So we have all our transitions coming to here. This is where the separation begins. This is actually not a real pipe. This was just for mock-up purposes for me. There will actually be a pipe with two silicone couplers there. This comes up to your flex pipe right here, and this is where everything separates. So basically from here and here back is going to be all one solid piece, besides the wastegate pipe. It actually detaches from the wastegate, but that whole single section is going to be one section of pipe, and it's basically welded together right there in the middle. And there's another, yeah, right there. There's the other section of weld. Those are just tacked. But anyway, you got your exhaust hangers. We're going to keep bringing it up. This is the other end of the pipe that would have the silicone. We're going to keep bringing it up, keep going, keep going. Oh yeah, here's the good part right here. This is the best part about it. Is it literally bolts directly to your factory exhaust system. So you can have cats and catted headers, or, you know, if you remove it, you know, that's on you. But can't say I did it. So we'll bring this up. This is the charge side, the small pipe. Comes up into an elbow, silicone elbow, right in there. I'm trying to get it in there where you can see it. It's a little tough. Here, let's bring it up this way. There we go. So now you can see where the pipe goes up and actually gets to the engine bay. So we will get there in just a second. Give me a moment and I'll lower the vehicle. Gotta pull the locks. And let's lower it down. Let's get away from that chipped up wheel. Ah, there's the magic. So as you can see, that is the other side of the elbow. Comes right up towards the back side of the engine. Comes into this charge pipe, which wraps around, and it's securely fastened to the engine, so it's not going to move at all. It's actually really solid. I'm really happy with it. You know, I'm going to shake the car. Then it comes down into another transition, which goes way down there. And after it goes down there, it wraps around to this side. All right, after it goes to this side, comes around to the way oversized intercooler. I'm actually, I'm not really sure if I want to keep it this big. I may downsize it a little bit. It just really depends on whether or not it's actually doing anything, or you know, if I can get away with a smaller intercooler, I think it'd be better for everyone price-wise and just everything. So this is the intercooler bracket right here. This is custom cut and machined and welded. Basically, that's the top of the intercooler right there. So that thing's actually that big, which is really cool because you can use this intercooler and I mean, just depending on your style, of course, you can always cut holes in your bumper, get better cooling. I don't recommend it because I think it'll work perfectly fine the way it is, but you know, some people do their thing. Let's bring it back around, and we're going to go to the other side. This is the driver's side of the car. The driver's side, we go into the driver's side charge pipe, which actually comes out of the intercooler as a 3-inch. Comes out of the intercooler as a 3-inch, wraps around, goes into an elbow, then comes into our big giant 3.5-inch. Now, there's a couple reasons why we went this big on the charge side. Everyone likes to see a giant pipe, right? Just kidding. But the main reason is our mass airflow sensor is calibrated for a 3-inch pipe. So by stepping up to a 3.5-inch pipe, we're able to use a lot more airflow that's already designed into the ECU, so we don't have to make giant changes. We're able to scale one factor beyond, and we're not breaking 100% load. You know, because once you start breaking 100% load in the ECUs, it tends to fight back, and it does it on purpose. I mean, you know, if you're pulling a 3,000 pound trailer up Mount Everest, it's definitely gonna, you know, go into protection. It's gonna pull timing. It's gonna do a lot of weird stuff. So by going into a larger pipe allows us to use our 100% load scale that's already built into the ECU, which is great. So we'll see how tuning goes. We may end, I mean, to be honest with you, not really sure how tuning is going to go on this. I think it's going to go good, but I've definitely been down that road before and it's bit me. So anyway, this is kind of the walk around and the general idea of the turbo kit. I'm expecting to run around 9 to 10 pounds of boost with this setup, and that's going to be a pretty clean, easy 400 horsepower. I don't think we're going to have to bump it up, but we may. I know the last kit that we designed was definitely an underhood mount, so there was a lot less path for it to run. There was a lot of differences in that kit. You know, we were able to run 9 pounds of boost, make 400 horsepower, and we made 400 horsepower quite easy. I probably could have definitely bumped that kit up a lot more. But, you know, you guys bought a Toyota, you did it for a reason, you want reliability, you're coming to me to make power, and you know, I want to give you some reliability with your power too. So I'm not going to bump it up that high, but I'm looking for 400 horsepower with this car. Pretty sure we're going to see it. We'll at least be in the ballpark of 400, just depending on, you know, a whole bunch of factors on the dyno. There's a million things that can change, you know, in the meantime, but I wanted to give you a brief overview of the kit, kind of how it works and what we're doing. So this is one thing a lot of people asked about: where's the blow-off valve going to be? In this particular kit, blow-off valve's right there underneath the hood, right next to your battery, and it's going to be loud because it's a big one. As far as PCV system, we're still kind of working on what we're going to do. I mean, I have a couple ideas, but we're trying to eliminate the need for a catch can. So maybe one day we can get this thing legal as far as 50 state legal. I mean, it's going to be a big step and really hard to do, but it is a goal eventually. We're probably going to end up selling the kit before that happens. But anyway, so yeah, this is a 2019 Toyota Camry TRD V6 2GR FKS with a rear mount turbo, and it is so near completion that we're all excited. So you guys have a good day, and let me know in the comments whether you like it, and if you don't like it, don't tell me, because that's it. We're done. Take it easy, guys.